Well, hello, how are yous? Hey, I really didn't think Australian weather would follow me to England. That is a really nice surprise, so well done. So I'd like to start by singing a song in Irish. My ancestors come from the west coast of Ireland. Has anyone been over there? From County Clare and Galway. And I'd like to call upon my ancestors from there to be with us in the tent tonight, as well as all of the other places I've called home in my life. May yours join us here, and anyone from Shrewsbury, thank you for welcoming me onto your land here. Shirva Ivan Balenwa Dobe crack to the Hinyeve de Guira Hise le Merloc His to Gitiles Negalie Oro Shurva Hualia Oro Shurva Hualia Oro Shurva Hualia Nishir Yaktan Tauri of Wheelery Vart Govecum Muname Myo in a Yak Shaktin Grown you agus Minato Goshki Heg for good fun Gallie Oro Shurva Hualia Oro Shurva Hualia Oro Shurva Hualia Nishir Yuktan Tauri. Dora Mahagit. So my Nana is a Galway woman, and Nana always had the best pieces of advice. Excuse me, jet lag does a few crazy things to your brain, and I only flew in last night. So we'll get there though, won't we, together? We're all good. Anyway, Nana, back to Nana. Aine Tyrrell from the west coast of Ireland. She always had amazing pieces of advice, and I don't know whether it's, because nanas get some download of information when they become grandparents that they then get to pass on, or whether they're full of shite and we just kind of believe them because they're old. You don't know. But I'd like to think my nana got the download of infinite wisdom from the universe, and my favourite of hers was, "What's for you won't pass you by." And I know in Scotland they have a similar saying. But this is my favourite of hers, and one time I needed it, so I popped it into a song. And I thought it'd be nice to start with Nana today. So in the good times and the bad times, it's a good one to hang on to. Seasons can come in a day. Could you need to rise your own savior? What is for you won't pass you by. What is for you won't pass you by. It's a blank white sheet. It's a space in between where you haven't dreamed your new dream. Yeah. From the hill you can see that your mental is a healing. Oh, the sun is peeking through the clouds, they are peeling back to the shadows of the clearing. Oh, there's a little beam of shining and a dreaming. What is for you won't pass you by. What is for you it won't pass you by. It's a blank white sheet. It's a space in between where you haven't dreamed your new dream. Yeah, it's a blank white sheet. It's a space in between where you haven't dreamed your new dream. Cheers, thanks. So 2 years ago I went over to Ireland to record my second album. My first album, which that song is off, I bought a 1966 Bedford bus in Australia and toured around in the desert and recorded the album through the desert. As you do, you know, it's just like a typical thing to do when you go to Australia. So the second album, I knew I couldn't just go into a studio after that. So we went on a road trip around Ireland to record it. This is the only of the 10 songs, this is the only song that was written and recorded back in Australia. And it came from a conversation with a friend about a welcome to country. In Indigenous culture in Australia, when you come to someone's land, you're supposed to be welcomed by the elders of that place, and it's become kind of a ceremony thing. But in can I get a little bit of the mids off that? But it's supposed to be done everywhere, and it's kind of become tokenistic at this stage. And I had a conversation with a friend about that, and he told me how important an Indigenous singer, his name is Dane Kennedy, and he said how important welcome to countries are, and he likened them to a knocking on a door. And how you wouldn't just rock up to someone's house and walk in, would you? You'd knock on the door, wait for them to invite you in, have a cup of tea, and then talk your business and all that. Well, that really resonated with me, because coming from another colonised country like Ireland, we didn't have a whole lot of knocking either. And it was a lovely way he explained it, and I thought, what a nice way to explain it as well. And this little song has had a life of its own, because in the schools in Australia, they've ended up putting it on the feckin' curriculum. Trying to, oh, excuse my language, I know it's the middle of the day, but I'm Irish. They put it on the curriculum to reteach or teach properly, you know, because that's the problem is, you know, what's being taught in schools is what we grow up thinking is to be true until we can unravel it ourselves, isn't it? Yeah. So this is a song about that, yeah, in this house. I can hear an engine rumbling from miles around. Sitting here, I can feel someone's on my ground. I don't need the dust to throw it hands in the air, 'cause I already know that someone is coming near. What I wanna know is, what are you gonna bring across the seas? What song are you gonna sing into my breeze? Tell me, what shoes are you gonna wear upon your feet when you and my land they finally meet? 'Cause you can knock upon my door, but in between the knocks I hear so much more. In this house, the light's not always on. No, this land, the land of fire and stone. When you come to the skull at my cobbled crossroads, are you gonna tip your hat? Are you gonna tip out your load? Are you gonna listen to the laws and the rhymes that the man has told? Are you gonna trade in stories that have been bought and sold? 'Cause you can knock upon my door, but in between the knocks I hear so much more. In this house, the light's not always on. Oh, this land, the land of fire and stone. Ooh, 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 So I guess if you make it all the way up to my gate, you're just gonna have to sit and wait and know if the land I feels you true. Oh, the gate it'll open up for you. 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 Gormagahe, thank you. So I'm based outside of Byron Bay. Has anyone been there? Oh, it's beautiful. When I first moved up there, I was in Victoria first. I was brought to see a mountain called Mount Warning. And lots of people climb it and hike it, and it's a bit of a attraction. So a couple of weeks later, I thought about bringing the kids up there to climb it, and a friend of mine said, no, you can't climb the mountain. And she told me a lot more about the mountain. It's a sacred indigenous mountain that is for men's initiation business. And I thought it was quite ironic that the colonizers came and named the thing Mount Warning, and then years later they don't heed the warnings and they climb the thing. And it made me think a little bit more about lots of different places around Australia where that's happened. There's so many sacred indigenous places like Uluru. At the moment they're fighting for a sacred birthing tree that's 800 years old just because they want to save 2 minutes of a highway. And how we need to start listening to our landowners and native people all over the world, because they hold a wisdom that we've lost a bit. So and it's all about country and connecting to that. So this is a song about heeding the warnings, and also in our own life, you know, stop thinking from here, and if we think from here, we always know the right answer. took me to the lookout and he showed me Mount Warning. Tried to hold me close and stop some fire from burning. Well, I gaze upon the rivers and I imagine myself floating. No, flames can't get you when they've got nothing to hold to. There is wisdom in the warnings. You won't see the smoke each time. In the arms of silence, the truth that comes to light. Thirsty arrows aim for us. If you let them whisper in your ears, it'll pierce through the knowing of a mountain's years. Gotta quickly dog out the way, let the arrow find somewhere else to stay, and we'll ground our feet in that river deep. In the name of all that's gone before us, stand up, they've carried us enough. Stop wasting time, we've been doing fine on our own. Well, I wish upon that first evening star is a wish for us all to be where we are, to hang on for good lives in the darkest, meanest hours, and everywhere is somewhere. If you are beaten down, you are a climber, so don't take that last breath till they see the good in your sky. There is wisdom in the warnings. You won't see the smoke each time. In the arms of silence, the truth that comes to light. There's wisdom in the warnings. You won't see the smoke each time. At the foot of Wollumbin, the mountain sighs for us tonight. Oh, don't hold me down, the weight is gone. Don't hold me down, all pressure turned this storm the light. Don't hold me down, the weight is gone. Don't hold me down, all standing proud as close collide. Oh, we collide.
Go Marguerite.
We've come asunder and we're going under. We're going down to the down dark sea, going down, going down. We're going under. We're going down, enslaved or free. So where come, when you come, will you bail all the people? Bail all the people, people that you see when you come, will you bail all the people? Bail all the people that are under thee. We're going down, but no one has made us. 'Cause we've been down for so long that one more descent to the salty water make not a difference in how we suffer. So when you come, will you bail all the people? Bail all the people, people that you see when you come, will you bail all the people? Bail all the people that are under thee. Black water on the rise, black tears in my eyes, for the bright, bright souls that they might never see. 'Cause as your eyes be to rescue your treasure, you're sure to hold to yourself and polite company. So when you come, will you bail all the people? Bail all the people, people that you see when you come, will you bail all the people? Bail all the people that are under thee. Hey! When you come, will you bail all the people? Bail all the people, people that you see when you come, will you bail all the people? Bail all the people that are under thee. Thank you. How are you doing out there? Good? Yeah. It's a bit hot, is it? You're getting a nice breeze in or something. So I played at the Byron Bay Blues Festival a couple of years ago. Has anyone been to that? It's a little bit bigger than this one. Like, just Patti Smith and stuff play it, you know. No biggie. And I got to see Patti Smith play, and I knew she was going to be good because she's fucking Patti Smith and all, but I had no idea what I was in for. And I had a friend there that was reviewing it for the newspaper, and he turned to me at one stage and he was like, what do you think? I was like, that's fucking amazing, what do you think? And he goes, it's amazing, but watching you watch her is even more amazing, because I was going through all the motions and goosebumps and crying, and you know, her lyrics are incredible, obviously. Her band, amazing. All of that, incredible. But it was more the power that she had in a tent, maybe 3 times the size of this, to make everyone feel... I'm not trying to make you feel bad about the size of your tents, by the way. It's all good. You have really nice sized tents, all right? Sorry, that sounded really mean. I love your tents, Shrewsbury. Anyway, she made everyone in the tent feel like they had to do something about the state of the world. I know it, for me, I had to leave the festival for 24 hours. I just couldn't soak in any more music after that. I was like full. And within those 24 hours, this song came through, which I thank Paddy for. She like threw it out, I think, through her hands to me. If anyone gets that today, I'm taking full credit for whatever the song is, all right? She made everyone feel like they had to do something about the state of the world. You know, we're all very privileged in this tent, just like as we were in Byron Bay, and there's so much underprivilege around us. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people in power that we don't believe in. Somehow they got there, and they make a little bit more noise. So I think there's way more of us. We just need to start rising and making more fucking noise about this. So this is a song about that. And you can start by making noise with singing with me. It's just a bit of ooze, and it goes ooh, 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 ooh. You got it? You're not going to change the world with those oohs anyway. There's a lot of you here. Come on. To you, not them. You choose peace or to fight again. A starling finds its way in the neighbor's flight, and it navigates both dark and light. A murmuration can change with just one wing, the force of a constellation of starlings. And up again, like shadows we fall, we rise up again. It's up to you, not them. You choose peace or to fight again. The truth that stores in all of our words, so send it out on the wings of birds. When the wind takes the flock the other way, you can break apart all the brave ones say, and ooh, 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 ooh. Like shadows we fall, and we rise up again, we rise up. We rise up like shadows we fall. We rise up again, we rise up again. Like shadows we fall. We rise up again. Revolutionary days have never gone away, still calling out for peace, calling it straight from the heart, grace from the start. A warrior in disbelief and spit at what you see. Shame society, bring the lame to their feet, the blind with no excuse but to see, no longer deaf, the words are heard. We have blood, we are free. Raise hell, don't let the lion beast be. Like shadows we fall, we rise up again, we rise up like shadows we fall. We rise up again, we rise up again, like shadows we fall. And we rise up again, we rise up again, like shadows we fall. We rise up again. straight from the heart, grace from the side. No longer deaf, the words are heard. We are heard, we are heard, we are not blind, you see. Society, it's on its knees, but it carries belief. You gotta show the ones that cannot see, show the ones that cannot see. Ooh, let me hear you, Shrewsbury. Ooh, you can sing louder than that. How many sorrows must a man walk down before we call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sun? How many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever bound? Come on. The answer, my friends, it is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years must a mountain exist? How many years must a mountain exist before it's washed to the sea? Before it's washed to the sea. How many years can some people exist? How many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Before they're allowed to be free. How many times must a man turn his head? How many times must a man turn his head? Pretending he just didn't see. Pretending he just didn't see. Take it away, Shrewsbury! The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. One more. The answer, my friends, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yeah. Oh, yous are deadly. Thanks for that. Oh yeah, Dylan's clearing them all out. Ah, feck it, she's singing Dylan now, that's it. She was good until then. And then a whole bunch of other people are like, fuck yeah, Dylan, we're in. This is a song off my new album as well, and you know, the life of an independent artist of any sort. Well, life in general is a bit of a roller coaster, isn't it? You know, you go up, you go down. When you're down, you know you're going up, and when you're up, you know you're going down, don't you really? And being an independent artist of any sort, your roller coaster is just like a little bit steeper, like the biggest one at Disney World or whatever. You know, you're going like that all the time. And I wrote this song when I was down here somewhere as a little mantra to get myself back up. And so it worked. And then lots of other people seemed to like the mantra, so I kept singing it and then put it on an album. That's the way it goes. So I dedicate this song to any musicians out there, in particular, that are on that roller coaster, and any other artists. And, well, feck it, really anyone, because we're all going up and we're all going down, aren't we? So you might need this song on the down. You can purchase it from me afterwards. Help me get back up. This is called Hope Will See Me Through. If I step outside, will I burn in the inferno? Will I freeze, oh love, tomorrows? If I wager warmth away, will the regrowth ever look the same? Or will the forest be forever altered? I don't know how to pray, but I'm down on my knees. I don't know what to say. I am begging, come see me through. Hope will see me through. Hope will see me through. If I raise a white flag, am I putting myself in the fire line? Will I be the ash what I held dear? Only way around is to go straight through it. I can already feel the embers falling. I don't know how to pray, but I'm down on my knees. I don't know what to say. I am begging, come see me through. Hope will see me through. Hope will see me through. Oh, billows rise to glory. Orange skies are warning, don't go that way. But I am gone, I am gone. Oh, with the heart of the grass tree, I survive, even thrive in the fire. And when the rain comes, I'll flower. When the rain comes, I'll flower. I don't know how to pray, but I'm down on my knees. I don't know what to say. I am begging, come see me through. Hope will see me through. Hope will see me through. Thank you. So this is a song from my first album now. I feel so prolific now that I can say, you know, my first album. And I wrote it about a kick-ass pirate queen from the west coast of Ireland. And the first song I sang for you in Irish has a reference to her. It's welcoming her home. O Roshid of Ahawalya, that song was written to welcome her back in her 16th century form to the 19th century to help Ireland in the rising, because to be honest, who wouldn't want a pirate queen to help you out if you were like in a bit of strife? So when I was learning that song, my little girls were asking me an awful lot about her story and about her, and when I exhausted everything I knew on Wikipedia, I called my dad in Ireland and I said, will you send over a book on Granuaile? Now, if any of you have landed in Ireland, you know that we have all these like shops with all the green stuff and then like hundreds of books about Irish fairy tales and legends and all that sort of stuff. And it took my dad a year to find a book about this woman, and her story is incredibly inspiring. You know, when she was young, she wanted to pirate like the rest of her family, the O'Malleys. Her name is Granuaile, or Grace O'Malley in English. And her father said, no, she was about 7, your hair is too long and you wear skirts so it'll get caught in the ropes. So famously she cut off her hair and wore her brother's clothes and went down to the docks the next day, and that was it. She became one of the most feared pirates. Queen Elizabeth I, your lady, asked for an audience with her to ask her to stop pirating English ships. She was just like, can you stick to the Spanish and French and leave us alone? And there's neither of them had a language between them, so I just really would have loved to hear how they communicated. But apparently they were in there for ages and became great friends. And she looked after the people, definitely. Her crewmen. There's an amazing story of when one of her soldiers was injured there was a code of law among anyone who was noble in Ireland when we had tribal ways. And if you arrived at someone's castle and you were of nobility, you were treated the same and you were welcomed. And well, she did this to a castle in Howth Castle, which had been taken over by your lads. We won't go there. But did what you normally do, and she was refused, even though she had an injured man. So she said she'd come back and get them, and she did. But instead of, in those days, you would kidnap someone and you would want money, you know, like a bounty. So she kidnapped the son of this castle, and instead of money, she just asked that the gates always remain open and a table set for a wayward traveller. And to this day, in Howth, the gates are open, and in that castle there's a place set, because nobody wants to fuck with that juju, you know. So her stories are that amazing. In the year that I... See, she's got the juju on me now. In the year that it took my dad to write the song, or to send the book, I decided to write the song and right the wrongs and write this woman back into our history, as so many women get written out that way. And, well, I might need some friends from my... I've got some pirate friends here today who might come in handy in a little while, if he wants to make him way up. Because you know what I did when I landed here first? Like last night, I was just checking out the festival and I found a bus. I live on a bus, so I was pretty excited. And the other thing I love more than anything is pirates. And I found a pirate. So Shrewsbury, you're making me all sorts of happy. So this is Gráinne Whale's story. 2 men I married and 2 men I lost. There were 2 men I let go of and many more I fought. Oh, I kept their castles and stones, and I built my sea kingdom on Clare Island on my own. I am at home in the black deep, I am at home in the lashing tide. I'm not home in a man's world, I'm a pirate till I die. Well, ships under my command sail the seas round my land, and I'll tax you in my water if you dare breach near my helm. And oh, you won't think I'll overtake you. Well, you greatly underestimate what a woman with a sword can do. I am at home in the black deep, I'm at home in the lashing tide. I'm not home in a man's world, I'm a pirate till I die. Orders came from London to subdue our kind, to start living our lives like the civilized ones. And oh, our kingdoms, they are gone. Broken souls, fallen daughters and stolen sons. I'm at home in the black deep, I'm at home in the lashing tide. I'm not home in a man's world, I'm a pirate till I die. Well, 2 women we met from 2 very different sides. There were 2 languages spoken, and over 2 kingdoms we did reside. And oh, we did both agree inside of a woman's heart. Oh, it bleeds humanity. Even in a man's world, it's a woman's heart. It's a woman's heart that believes. I'm at home in the black deep, I'm at home in the lashing tide. I'm not home in a man's world, I'm a pirate till I die. Yeah, I am a pirate till I die. Pirates answer the call. Floating on touch, you can't save us all. The goal, floating on a tide, it can't save us all. So now comes your time of the weekend to pirate along with me. I brought a professional pirate in. He might want to come up the front and help you really get into it, because I've flown him in from Ireland at great expense. Now, men, you real manly men, you might want to give me a pirate. Arr, come on. Arr. Oh yeah, that's good, that's good, that's good. All right, lady pirates, let me hear you. Arr. Ooh, it's pretty good. Now, if you don't want to arr, you can do a little bit of lilting and it goes. Ooh, try it with me. Oh yeah, Shrewsbury. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna all be in on 1, 2, 3, or 4, or one of those numbers. It doesn't matter, we're just gonna make a whole lot of feckin' noise. So over there in Ireland, they're gonna think, fuck it, the pirates, they're coming from England again, here we go. On your own, Shrewsbury. Yeah. All right. I gotta do my job. Okay, put him out. Thank you. You're a legend. Here's my pirate friend. Woo! Thank you. I got 2 more songs for you before you get to listen to the Track Dogs, which were sounding amazing in soundcheck. You're going to love them. And this has been a beautiful start to my tour over here. So thank you, beautiful humans of Shrewsbury. So this song I wrote with a beautiful friend of mine who actually played here a couple years ago. Her name is Cara Robinson. She's in a band called Hatfits and Cara. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, they're legends, eh? So Cara's from Northern Ireland and I'm from the Republic of Ireland. And well, in Australia, I kind of sometimes have to explain about the situation there, but I think you're close enough to know what goes on. And Cara and I had some conversations around growing up in Ireland and the versions of Ireland that we grew up with. Both of us are the same age. We're both into music. You would think we would have had really similar versions of the same country, and we didn't. And in our conversations about that, this song was born as a hope and a prayer and a wish for the future, that there's a way that we can grow up in Ireland through peace, non-violent ways, and have the same versions of One Small Country. And thank you. And this is a song I wrote, the two of us wrote about how, you know, a lot of the times it's young boys they find to carry on these missions and that are a sense of isolation or something like that from their community. And we had this wish that they would just kind of all return to the shores and find that anew. And there are different versions in Northern Ireland, obviously, and a lot of the time it gets polarised as to two sides, but I think there's a third side that's never talked about, and that's just one of inclusiveness and peace. And I dedicate this song to Lyra McKee, the journalist who lost her life trying to promote that recently.
Buoys are rowing at the depths, each of us agrees. A far-off land is calling out, lost ones at sea. Somehow they've sailed on a tide that has no tune. There's a song we all know, and they have not forgotten. So won't you roll back the levee, you boys, row it back to me. Shows the way you'll find your ground, and the rest you leave at sea. You drifted on a tide of pain from generations gone, but those who hold the deepest scars, even they have since moved on. Throw those stones overboard, they won't build you on my ground. Seeds of grief wash up anew and carry the dawn. Travel overseas and very long distances, and your guitar isn't ready to play here, cause the wood is changing on the spot, because we've got all this heat and it's not used to it from the plane. Won't you roll back the levee, you boys, roll it back to me. I show the way you'll find your ground, and the rest you'll leave at sea. Crossing the shallows home. We're gonna get there, I'm not gonna give up on you. We'll just keep the stomp going, and you keep your hands going for me if you would. Thank you. This is what happens when you write songs in funny tunings and expect to travel overseas and it'll be okay. Won't you roll back the levee, you boys, roll it back to me. I show the way you'll find your ground, and the rest you'll leave at sea. Crossing the shallows home. Can you hear us calling? Ooh, oh, 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 yeah. Ooh, oh.
Cheers, thank you. So my name is Aine Tyrrell, and this has been a beautiful start. Thank you all so much for your beautiful warm welcome. You're making me all emotional and stuff. I'll come out and sign CDs and give you sweaty emotional hugs in a minute. And I play it again tonight at Sabrina, and then I have a show in London tomorrow if you want to send anyone else along for my crazy ways. And the rest of the tour is in Ireland. But I'll be back. I'm coming back. Coming back. So this song gets a little bit naughty. I'm sorry if any of you have a problem with my cursing so far. This may be your polite way to leave now. But I always say to my kids, if you're going to curse, you need to do it with grace and integrity. And I think this song is full of it, so I allow it, and I allow them to sing it as well. And the best way that I've been able to explain the entire journey of this song was through a beautiful Indigenous elder who spoke to me after the song was recorded, and then we ended up getting his beautiful voice on the album. So if you needed an excuse to buy the album, that'll be the one I'll give you now. His name is Uncle Magpie, and he's a Bundjalung man, and he was telling me this beautiful story that 2 years ago, that a meteor passed the planet. Stick with me. And in Indigenous cultures, that meteor has signified the changeover from grandfather time to grandmother time, from grandfather wisdom to grandmother wisdom. And if you think the timeline of all the changes in our world in the last 2 years, I feel like Uncle Magpie is on the spot. And this song is about that, those changes, and how it's taken a lot of very brave women coming out from the shadows and the darkness and telling their stories, and about the amazing men that have supported that happening as well. And we're all in this together. You know, this may appear like a feminist anthem, and it fucking is and all, but like, but we're all in this together. We're not getting out of it without the other. So this song is about both of us and everyone else in between that it doesn't identify with any of them. And hold on to your hats, and I love yous. And I brought a few t-shirts of this if you're brave enough to wear it. Oh brother, our good men, they are dying. How do we stop their own hands when the minds are lying? And our sons, they've run to war. How do we teach them of the heroes that have been before? And dear sisters, oh women, they are weary. The mountain holds a river, but a rock shows no mercy. And our daughters, they are left crying, naked on the river's edge, tired from trying. And be not afraid to dance a surrender. And be not afraid, do it in your way. Fuck you, we were born to do this. Sisters, we were born to do this. Stupid motherfuckers, we were born to do this. Mothers, you have always done this. From a mother to her, you will our gentlemen are chasing honor, ready to run but stuck as bystanders. And their wounds, they still bleed. Oh, how do we close them when there's still time left to heal? And our gentle women are kissing regret, oh, drowning in deep water when there's land there to be built. And they are falling from grace. Oh, how do we hold them steady, standing at the cliff's face?
your way. Fuck you, we were born to do this. Sisters, we were born to do this. Stupid motherfuckers, we have always done this. Mothers, you have always done this. You came from a mother to her, you will return. Yeah. It's always been the pulse of all that's born. Yeah, well, man-made walls are for dust takes flight when all has been destroyed. You came from a mother to her, you will return. Fuck you, we were born to do this. Oh, sisters, we were born to do this. Stupid motherfuckers, you have always done this. Mothers, you have always done this. Fuck you, we were born to do this. Oh, sisters, we were born to do this. Stupid motherfuckers, we have always done this. Women, you have always done this.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.